Everybody knows that the Scottsboro Boys case was a miscarriage of justice. But what most people don't know is what happened after the headlines faded. How the fallout from that trial didn't just break lives, it broke movements. March 25th, 1931. 9 black teenagers ages 13 to 19, they were pulled off a freight train in Alabama, accused of raping 2 white women. No evidence, no medical proof. But in the Jim Crow South, that didn't matter. Within 2 weeks, 8 of those 9 boys were sentenced to death. The youngest, 13-year-old Roy Wright, got a mistrial, and even the judge admitted that he thought that Roy would die in prison anyway. The case blew up internationally. The Communist Party USA stepped in through the International Labor Defense, and for a moment it actually looked like something was changing. Black struggle was front-page news and the world was actually watching. But here's where the story just gets messy. The NAACP at first, they stayed out. They thought the communists were exploiting the boys for their own gain. The communists, they accused the NAACP of being too soft, too middle class, too slow. This wasn't just a legal battle, it became a tug of war, all over who owned the fight for black justice. And while these two powerhouse organizations were clashing, the state of Alabama was busy retrialing, resentencing, and dragging the case out for over a decade. It was divide and conquer, and it worked. By the time the last Scottsboro defendant walked free in 1950, 4 of them had spent years on death row. 5 had lost half their lives to prison, and the so-called allies had since moved on to other fights. This case proved something the system already knew, that if you split the resistance into camps, you can keep the machine running, all while everyone argues over who gets the credit for stopping it. The Scottsboro Boys didn't just expose Southern racism. They exposed what happens when movements forget the mission. 9 boys were supposed to be saved. Instead, they became the proof that unity isn't optional, it's survival. And if you're wondering whether the same playbook gets used today, look around. The faces change, yeah. But the strategy, it's the same.